I'm here at the beach. It's a beautiful morning and a beautiful day. Yeah, today we're talking about divine love. There's nothing better. It's what we're born for. It's what we're created for. It's what our life is supposed to be all about. And of course in the Matrix it's not that way. The only way you can get to anything like that is through working on yourself. And opening your heart, staying in your heart, being in your heart. How else are you supposed to know about divine love? Unless you've experienced it yourself. Now, I don't know anybody that's experienced divine love except me. I mean, I know there are many couples out there that have... I'm just getting the sun on my back. There are many couples out there that have and do live in divine love. These days, people don't seem to know what it's all about. I mean, I know people that are older than me that go, you know, what is love? I've never known what it is, and I've never had it or experienced it. And I've noticed with those people they're really low vibrational. I mean, they're selfish, they're cruel, they're manipulative, and they think they can expect divine love when that's what they're giving out. No. You just can't, it doesn't happen. I mean, you're not giving it, that's the key. That's why Jesus and Mary have, they're depicted with a sacred heart. Because that's what you need to share divine love. You've got to come from the heart space, which is what we were created to do. That's what we were created to be, divine. And how are we divine? It's through our love. It's through our goodness. It's also through our connection to the divine love that's all around us. I mean, this is our Eden God created for us. I mean, we can't help what the low vibrational matrix has done to it. That's why New Earth community has got to be on private islands where we're not around or we're not stood over by these demonic entities. But anyway, this sun on my back feels great. So, yeah, to get to that place, I mean, we're all brought down in the matrix, we're all hurt. You know, we can all feel bitter and angry and all those things, but you just can't have divine love when you're in that mindset, when your heart is closed. So that's why it's first and foremost about yourself. You have to let go of the past. Now this one particular woman I know, as I said, you know, she's older than me, she reckons she doesn't even know what love is or that, but she is so bitter. This woman lives in the past, she's always swearing, yelling and going on. I mean, how's anyone supposed to love that? I mean, that, you know, and she was created a child of God. That woman was created beautiful, she had everything that she needed to have divine love. God gave her that, like he does to all of us children, all of his children. But she just refused to be in that energy. She refused to do the emotional work, to work through her feelings, to let go of the negativity and the past. And she just never, ever did that. And so now she's, you know, in some institution somewhere and on the way out type thing. Oh, the waves here are so sweet. And, you know, I used to feel really sorry for these type of people. And I used to pray for them and try to help them. But they just didn't want to listen. They didn't care. You know, as far as they're concerned, they know better than God. And, you know, all this bitter experience, I know better. Of course there's bitter experiences in the matrix. But you cannot let that touch your sacred heart. Only through your pure and open heart can you have divine love. And, you know, the standard that I know of for divine love is, if you're willing to lay down your life for that person. And I asked that woman, and I've asked other people too, I mean, would you die for your partner? And they go, huh, no. It's like, well, it's not divine love, is it? It's just a mutual use, or, and people might call those sort of things love. And, you see it on those things on television, people are there, oh, I love you. But then they're having sex with other people, bringing in other energies into their space. They're always in their mind. They're, anxious about, work or whatever trick that the devil has to take you out of your divine love, your divine heart. And it's all around us in the matrix. And that's why you cannot let it bring you down. You can't let it phase you. I mean, there are times when, you get upset, you get angry, especially at all the injustice out here. Oh, it's just unreal. But you emotionally got to be above that. You've got to let go of the feelings about that sort of thing, because they are low vibrational feelings. You've got to let go of all that and remember, I'm a divine child of God. I'm here to experience the bliss of divine love and ascension, to rise above the matrix, to be apart from the matrix, even though at this point in time our physical body may be in the matrix. I mean, I'm here on the beach, it's beautiful, but this is a beach that's controlled by the government and all that sort of thing. And I just want to be on a private island where I don't have to bow down to any government, which I don't anyway. But still, I mean, they can send like police here or whatever, take me away, on whatever they make up in their own head. I mean, man's laws are the most ridiculous things out there. They're allowed to make people homeless and, just what they do to children and everything. I mean, it's just evil. And it's not what we're here for. It's not what we're created for. And it's our time now. I mean, in the time, in the Piscean era, that's when Jesus was around, and that's when we had to do suffering. I mean, and I grew up in the Pisces energies. I am Pisces. And the suffering was just intense. I mean, I was surrounded by the most evil people out there. And now in the age of Aquarius, in the energy, the Aquarian energies, it's just, that we've got to rise above that. It's not our time for suffering anymore. That's a low vibrational energy. It's our time to stand up for what Jesus came to show us and what he came to share with us. The knowledge that we are divine love. We are really spiritual beings here in a physical body at this time. And are we going to let the matrix keep us down? No. Yeah, the standard is if you would die for that person. Now, when my dear late husband, Chris, when he developed a brain tumour that was terminal, I mean, I wished it was me, And that's what I told him, that he was just so beautiful. He had just everything. He was God's true child and had such a beautiful open heart. He didn't let anything in the matrix stop him. The main goal of our life was to share divine love. That's what he was longing for all his life, just like me. That's what happens when you are in that energy. It all just happens naturally like it's supposed to. And God makes sure that we met up, and he was just everything and so much more, and he obviously felt the same way about me. And he trusted me with his life, and because it wasn't long after we got together and started our family that he did become ill. And I would have happily given up my life. He was such a great man to me, but that's what divine love's all about. That other person's everything. They're just it's just such a revelation. It's more than you could ever have hoped for. And it's real, it's true, I know, because I've lived it. You can't know about divine love unless you've experienced it yourself. You really can't. Like, you can imagine it or whatever, but until you've lived it, till you've, till that's what you live for, and that's what you die for, well, you've got no idea really what it's all about. At the moment, I'm basically on my own, and, well, since my husband died really, which was like 30 years ago, I've been on my own, and for that 30 years, I meditated, I read my Bible every day, and just, watched the sunset, the sunrise, clouds moving across the sky, and, whatever happened, happened, but I just kept my heart on Jesus, on God, because why? I stored my treasure in heaven. The treasure that I had was the love I shared with my beautiful husband that I still share and always will. And that's what it means in the Bible when it says store your treasure in heaven. Now, all the good works or whatever in the world, aren't going to get you the treasure in heaven, because in the Matrix, that's all about your ego trip. I gave all this money to charity, or, because I'm getting a tax dodge out of it or something. No, you're not getting to heaven that way. It's all about divine love. You've got to open your heart and have that as your priority, and it will come to you. Your divine love will meet you there, in that space. And it's just the greatest thing in the world. And it sustains you for the rest of your life. I mean, me and my husband only got, a few years together. But that sustains me for the rest of my life. That divine love has made me strong. And just so happy. And once you've experienced that divine love, it's like, well, I've experienced all there is, all I need to know. All I need to feel, everything, it's just the greatest thing in the world. But of course, in this time of New Earth rising, some of us have to stay here, to be here, to help our brothers and sisters. And that's why I share my experience, because I'm not here to tell people what to do. Their experiences would be totally different from mine. Everybody's experiences will be different. But divine love is divine love. That's the baseline. That's the attainment. That's everything. I mean, it is what it is. And so that's why I share my experience. So just be careful out there. Keep your heart and mind. Well, keep your heart on divine love and keep your mind on God's love for us. I mean, that's our crown chakra, that sort of thing. That's open to God's love for us. So you've got to keep that open to divine love, not the Matrix. You can't live in your mind. That's what the Matrix wants you to do, because then they can fool you and trick you in your mind. Oh, you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too ugly, you're too this and that. It just doesn't make any sense at all. If you're a child of God, you're beautiful through and through. It doesn't matter how you appear, or how you look or whatever. That's got nothing to do with it. If you've got a beautiful heart, you are beautiful. You are a unique expression of divine love, and we all are. So just think of that, dear brothers and sisters, how beautiful you are, how unique you are. There's nobody like you. We don't have to be like anyone else. We don't have to do what other people do. We do what the divine energy tells us to do, what our journey is, what our path is. And it's the most beautiful thing in the world, because it leads you to the greatest fulfillment that you can ever know. Oh wow, the sun's coming out, yay! I love getting a bit of a tan on the beach. Here we go. Oh, hang on, I'm going to pick this up. Where are we? Let's give you a look at the beach. Yay! Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Have a beautiful, beautiful day in the wonder, the glory, and the just absolute joy of God's love. Thank you so much for joining me. I might have a swim in a minute. Actually, yes, I'm just about to go and have a swim, turn over, and get some sun. Love always. I'm Paula, Golden Ray, Twin Flame Earth Angel. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.